Alright guys, so today we are comparing the LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegetas. Now this I have the opposite opinion on than I did Super Saiyan 4 Goku's. Going into the Super Saiyan 4 Goku video, I had the opinion that I both liked and thought LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku was better. Coming into this video, I admit LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is a better unit. That doesn't stop me from liking this Super Saiyan 4 Goku better. I mean the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta better. I don't know why, either. It's just like, when I'm using them both, this LR one feels so much more squishy. He feels like he gets hit so hard. Whereas this guy just kind of feels like a tank. And maybe I'm just stupid. We're going to be comparing their defensive stats today, so if I'm stupid, I'm going to expose myself. But that is besides the point. One thing I should mention, unlike the Super Saiyan 4 video, where both of them were 69%, this Vegeta right here is 55%. This Vegeta right here is 79%. But, I mean, this one is a summonable LR, but do keep that in mind. Just the fact that this one, I mean, even though his stats are actually still, he still does have more attack, more HP, more defense than the TUR. Just keep that in mind. So we're going to hop into an event. We're going to lead off with the TUR AGL one on the Shadow Dragon Saga team. We'll be back in a second. Okay. So here we are on the Shadow Dragon Saga team. And turn 1, AGL Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is at 98,000 defense. Almost 100k. That is very, very good. He is getting 30% defense from the physical pan. That is one thing to keep in mind here. So let's just lead off and see what happens. Next rotation, we're going to have double support. And then after that, I'm just going to keep him on rotation with the Super Saiyan 4. Saiyan Roar, Shattering the Limit type unit. Not Shattering the Limit. Saiyan Roar, Super Saiyan. Just links like that. That will really help optimize his attack. So, I could have floated off LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku last turn, 1.4 million here. But what I really wanted to do is I wanted to get him with one support, I wanted to get him with two supports, and then I wanted to get him with one support and his good links active, and then I do want to get him with just his good links active. And I think that will be long enough just for this video in general. If I actually link these two together, we probably can finish this off here. So I'm going to do that, and if I get these red orbs out of the way, I can probably get some rainbow spheres. Yeah, okay. We can maybe finish off Super Saiyan Goku here. The only reason it's a maybe is because we're on a 150% lead. If we were on 170 leads, I would be pretty sure that the Super Saiyan 4 Gokus could finish this up. Ooh, Omega's no slouch. Part of me wants to try a no item run on the Shadow Dragon Saga stage, because I feel like it can't be too difficult, especially since Nova got his EZA. Nova's a very good unit now. But I guess, I don't know, I'll give it a few attempts and just see how difficult it seems. There are some stages where it's like I know I can beat them no items, it's just I don't want to take all day to do one video. Alright, here, double support, but not very many links active. He's at 110k defense. So, one thing you do need to keep in mind here is LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. If you get him an 18k super, he is going to double his defense. But I'm not sure if we're ever going to see Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta's defense get this high at the start of turn. That is one thing. Alright, so let's just check his attack here. With very few links active, 1.5 million. I think his attack is actually going to be higher next time we see him. Just with the Super Saiyan Fierce Battle, Saiyan Roar. I almost said Saiyan Warrior Race. Saiyan Warrior Race is a bad attack link. We're just gonna... I'm definitely gonna heal here, because we need to be at a certain HP threshold to get, physical pans, passive active. Do I need another item? Can we lower his attack? Yes, we can, so we don't need to use another item, because both Omegas are passively lowering this guy's attack by 20%, and with 40% attack reduction and 50% extra defense, there's no way we're taking that much damage here. You know, I just stopped talking like I cut. I just realized I didn't cut. So, what can I talk about? I guess I could talk about categories, because on JP, the new LR Vegeta and Nappa, I might be dating this video. I don't know if they're still new when this video comes out, but I'm just going to tell you right now, I recorded this on April 16th. I don't know when this video is going out, probably not for a while, but the Vegeta and Nappa's category. One thing that's kind of weird is Physical Omega's on the category, but STR Omega isn't, and they're the same character. Like, they have the same super attack animations and everything, so I don't know, I think that's kind of weird. But that is besides the point. We don't need to check his defense anymore, because we've seen, wait. Oh, we have the 8er live. I was like, why is his defense higher? But we've seen his defense. We actually haven't seen it with no support. Next time we see him, we're going to see his defense with no support, I think. So after that, we won't need to check his defense anymore. I think he's going to be at like 75k without any defensive support, and here he's at 1.7 million. I mean, he's not doing crazy damage, but neither does the STR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Like, STR LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, he's probably one of my least favorite LRs in the game, to be honest, whereas like Super Saiyan 4 Goku is one of my favorites. I don't know. Maybe this video is going to change my opinion on him. Okay, ow, Pan's getting hit pretty hard. Yeah, here I'm just going to float off Goku. I don't want to get any more supports on rotation. So next time we're going to have seen him in pretty much all situations, except for with no support and not many links active. But I feel like that's not as important, as long as you see him without support, because when you're running him, you're only going to see like one rotation of him without many links active, because especially on a team like this, you're going to fill this team up with Super Saiyan 4s, like even more than I'm running on this team. Because I did not bring, like, not LR, but Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I didn't bring him. So it's going to be very easy to optimize Vegeta's links, especially on this team. Alright, Vegeta with no defensive support, he's at 86,000 defense. Which, for comparison, is more than LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So that does mean, like, if we put Vegeta in the front slot, he would take less damage until Goku supered. Once Goku supered, Goku would take significantly less damage than Vegeta. So I think this is going to be our last turn with Vegeta on this team, and then we're just going to cut to using STR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta on a very similar team. 1.56 million. That is a decent attack stat. Remember, these units that I'm showing off, like, well, at least the Super Saiyan 4s, the original ones, are over 3 years old now. They came out for the 2-year anniversary, which, by the way, at least for me, is my second favorite, like, well, not my second favorite, it is my favorite time in the game. I mean, it's either that or, but I think it's just the span of Physical Vegeta Blue and AGL Rose, like Tech Merge Zamasu and Rage Trunks, and the Super Saiyan 4s. Like, just between that time, those are my favorite times in the game's history. But anyways, we're going to be back on a very similar team to this one with STR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Be back in a second. Okay, here we are with STR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta on not a very similar, I think this is the exact same rotation we started off with AGL Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. So remember, AGL Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta's defense here was like 95k. This Vegeta's is 87k. Keep that in mind. Like, this Vegeta, like, starting off, his defense is not as good. Now, once he supers, his defense will be better. That is not even like a debate or anything. I'm actually not sure what attack to expect here, because I really don't run STR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta very much. 1.7 million. Both defensively and offensively, they're very similar. At least comparing a free dupe LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta to a 2 dupe AGL Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, which is all I could do unless if I wanted to try this on Trident. But I really just hate using my computer to record Dokkan. That's the whole reason why I stopped doing the Trident videos. There was like a solid month where I did it, and also one thing that happened a lot was I did it when that glitch was happening on JP, where like it wouldn't show the correct like attack stat or something, and I got like bombed, because I remember the first unit that I showcased off early was the STR EZA Cell. Like, the STR EZA Cell, when he was first announced and he was first in game on JP, like this was before his EZA was even released, I did a video on him. But the attack stats in that video were all kinds of wonky, and by all kinds of wonky, I mean all of his attack stats just said 0, and you better believe that video got like 3 dislikes, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'm gonna stop this whole thing. I think I'm gonna float off this Super Saiyan 4 Goku here. Ideally, you would just want to run him alongside the Vegeta, but I do want to get a few more rotations before we start getting, like, all of the stuff. So, like, next time, we're going to have the double support. Double support is really nice. I didn't check his defense here. His defense actually did not move at all, because unlike the LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, who gets extra defense every time he shows up, this Vegeta gets extra offense every time he shows up. So here's his attack stat. Should be over 2 million. 2.7. His attack stat went up an entire million just with links and him getting an extra 20% attack from his passive. So next time we see him, his attack stat is going to go up again, probably. It might stay the same because, like, the extra 30% from support is, like, cool or whatever, but he gets more than that just from links from the other Super Saiyan 4s. Okay, we're going to float off Omega here, because the thing about Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, because he doesn't have Saiyan Warrior, Saiyan Roar, because he doesn't have Saiyan Roar, it doesn't really make as much sense to link him up with other Super Saiyan 4s, just because they're not getting that huge 25% attack link. So that is one thing. And after next turn, I think the only rotation I need to see is the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta with no, like, support on rotation and just good links active. And then after that, I'll feel pretty good about, like, seeing most things that this Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta can do. Although one thing that is kind of weird is, like, I feel like because he does slowly build up his attack, maybe I should get all of the rotations with his full attack. But also that's not really realistic. So maybe not. I don't know. Alright, so the fastest way to get to the rotation that I really want to get here, which, oh, dang. 104. He was probably like 110k with double support. Because, remember, this is with the 8 are live. So, just take that with a grain of salt. So if I float him off here, I'm going to get him with full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Not next rotation, but like, you know, 3 turns from now, I'm going to get him with full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And then on that turn, I'll use the active skill. We'll get an attack stat. All that stuff. I feel like that will be a very good, like, show for him. I'm curious what his attack stat's going to be here, because his passive went up, but he doesn't have many links active, but he does have a support on rotation. 1.8. We did get a 12 key, but the thing about Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is he doesn't hit that much harder on an 18 key. He's a lot like, well, he's not like, what I meant to say, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Super Saiyan 4 Goku hits significantly lighter if you get him a 12 key, because on his 12 key, he just massively raises defense, whereas on his 18 key, he massively raises attack and defense, so that almost doubles his attack. So Goku getting an 18 key, it more so raises his attack, whereas Vegeta, it just raises his defense. So Vegeta probably would have been, I don't know, around 2.2 million there if we would have gotten him in an 18 key, because there is still a difference between Colossal and Mega Colossal, the damage modifiers, but it's not anything insane. Okay, so next rotation, there's really going to be nothing to look at. I'm thinking about cutting. I don't think I'm going to, though. Okay, we got Technova here. I really like Technova Shenron. After his EZA, he is just a decent support type unit. He has decent attack and defense. He links well with the Omega Shenrons. There's really not a place to run him outside of this team, and you really can't run this team much. 1.7 million attack stat, though, is not bad at all. And his defensive stat there was pretty high, too. He is no unit to sleep on. I want them to come out with a new leader for this team so badly. Like, I really think a possibility. Alright, so here, we are going to pop the active skill, just to, you know, look at it. But one thing I really do want to see is a new leader for the Shadow Dragon Saga team. Like, one thing I think we could get for, like, the 300 million download celebration or something is, like, a Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, like, one card that fuse into Gogeta, and then we could get a Sin Shenron that transforms into Omega Shenron. Right now, that, as well as, like, Mastered UI Goku and Full Power Jiren are, like, the two things that I'm not necessarily expecting. There's the counter as well. They both have the same chance to counter. By the way, the AGL one and the STR one, that's not like an advantage for the LR or anything. Okay, so there was 2.6 million. That wasn't a 24 key or anything, but this Goku's hitting almost that hard. So I think at this point we've seen everything. I mean, I'm going to be 100% honest. Even after this video, I acknowledge, I concede that the STR1 is better. He is a better unit, straight up. I like the AGL1 better, still. That is just still my prerogative. I understand why everyone loves this unit. His team is really fun. I really like running all the Vegeta's family LRs. And here's the thing, like, I am doing this video series where it's just like comparing units of the same name. Most of the time, there is one that just has a superior leader skill, and obviously this guy does have the better leader skill, and that's why I didn't talk about it very much. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please consider to leave a like, a comment, subscribing to the channel. My name has been Blaharu, and I will see you guys next time.